Welcome to another Demarcation Media Mega Construx review. Today we're going to be taking a look at some more customs. Today we have 8 customs by Adan Castro, aka Flustered, and we are just going to kind of run through these one by one. We have a handful of Reach Spartans, it looks like, a Infinite Spartan, and then some Elites. And actually, I'm most excited to take a look at those Elites, so let's jump right in with those, starting with this guy right here. All right, this guy has a lot going on, but look at that head first. That is giving me some serious Pokemon vibes. I'm not a Pokemon player, so I don't know what Pokemon that reminds me of, but it just, the way it's all spiky and stuff, it looks like a Pokemon. But that is either a custom molded helmet on an existing Mega Construx piece, or it's entirely custom. Either way, that is very impressive, especially since as we move down, we have a specially sculpted chest plate, specially sculpted knee pads, and shoulder armor, and on the forearms too. That's pretty impressive. Sculpting is something I personally have not tried in Mega Construx customs or just customs in general. So it's always very shocking to me what people can do with like that, that green putty stuff. That's really cool. Around the back, it looks like the back piece is a standard Elite back piece, but it looks so seamless with the custom molded one. We got some gold highlights, very nice. And I can't tell, I think maybe the gray of the skin is just top coated and not necessarily painted, but I think that was a good choice. That kind of eliminates the rubbing, at least for some of the joints. Let's see. Looks like the elbows on this guy are all right. Tiny bit of rubbing maybe. Dang, that is cool. Somebody tell me down in the comments what rank of Elite this is, because I'm not familiar with the Elite ranks. Our next figure is an Elite Warlord, all done up in this like sand blue color, and then there are yellow highlights all over the armor, and that is a perfect color combination. That looks so nice. It's just, oh, yes, so good. He's even got the little backs of the hands painted with his armor on. You can see the yellow running through the lines of the helmet. The mandible armors painted gray. Looks very cool. Shoulder armor has some yellow highlights as well. And then look around the back. Look at the level of detail here. Oh, the yellow, like in the little lines. It's kind of like what the Halo Heroes figure has by default, but it's just so much nicer. I like that a lot. The blue color is super nice. I like the finish on it. Oh, that's so nice. He's got the new style hands. It looks like he has some different forearms, though. It looks like maybe Destiny, like Hunter forearms or something. And there is a little bit of rubbing. You can see some rubbing on the part that gets a lot of the friction, which is a little bit of a shame, but like I've said in previous customs reviews, it's extremely hard to avoid that if you want to paint the forearms. Here's a quick side-by-side with the Heroes figure. The chest plate, right off the bat, has more detail. See, the mandibles have been painted. The leg armor, the yellow detailing in the leg armor, it's very nice. The back has comparable level of detail, although we have some extra little lights kind of up there. And then the shoulder armor is way more detailed. As well as the lower legs. You can see the lower legs have the yellow trim, whereas this guy has just a tiny bit of gray print. But honestly, they look very nice side by side, though this guy has the nicer finish. This dude here, you can see a little bit of that plastic sheen. This paint looks very much like kind of a dull metal. Our last Elite is another Warlord, except this guy is totally done up in the Banished color scheme. He's got spikes on his knees. He has spikes on his elbows. Oh, wow. Whoa, is that like a... What is that? It's like, it looks like a shield generator or a symbol or something. It's got like spikes curving forward. So his forearms are different from one side to the other. This one's got the pointy elbow. This one has whatever this forearm guard is. That's very, very cool. Suffers the same kind of little bit of rubbing as the other guy did. But again, like I said, that's so hard to avoid when you're painting a figure completely like this. It's a little harder to see all the detail on here because it's kind of a darker red on black, but especially on the knees, look at that. The spikes, specially molded spikes, and then we got silver and gray and red on the black. Goes down to the feet. Silver on the helmet. Very nice. And then in the little lines, we have more red, and there's some kind of circles of red on top. Shoulder armor has the same gig. Red on black with some silver around the back. You can see again the lines are filled in with the red. Oh, that's really cool. And then there's an energy sword here that is custom painted and looks like he cut the center out. So this is a more game accurate piece. There's none of that plastic in the center. So that is really, really nice. Let me bring in the blue guy again so we can have them side by side. Dang. It's like a before and after. Before joining the Banished, after joining the Banished. That's really cool. That's really, really cool. All right, we're moving on to the Spartans now. And we're going to start with the simplest one. This is an AC Trailblazer. But it looks like he was dyed blue somehow. I'm not sure if this was a Sharpie thing or if it was actually dipped in a dye. But either way, it worked out pretty well. It's not quite as even a cover of the color as when you get an official blue AC figure, but it kind of has this glassy look because the clear comes through the blue sometimes, and the effect is actually really cool. I don't think it was intentional. I think that's just kind of how the color was applied, but the effect that it gives is actually very, very cool. I might try this with one of my extra AC figures because that's a nice result. Here we have a pair of red Reach Spartans. So we have an operator, which the operator has another module attached to the side of his helmet. Couldn't tell you what that is. I'm no expert on Reach customization, but he has a robotic arm. Very cool. The armor on the hand is painted up nicely, and I like how he did the silver to kind of make it look like the armor was just tacked on the outside. Some nice white around the sides, white stripe on the top of the head. That's something I always have such a hard time with, is painting stripes and stuff without any physical guidelines. It's just so hard to get them looking nice. Some nice detail around the back. Got some blue on the forearm. And then the legs, you've got like a white stripe going down the side. And on the knee. Looks very cool. Again, a little bit of rubbing on the elbows, but nothing too bad. And then we have a CQC Spartan. And this guy has a bunch added to his helmet. He's got this big module on the front and then a little thing on the side. Some pouches added to the front. Some bullets. So this is the default shoulder armor, but it's got some bullets on it now. That looks really cool. Then we got some more bullets on the forearm on this side. Very nice. Oh, wait, let's see. What do we got here? Oh, he's got a pouch on the side, a pouch on the back. Wait, he made that using a Call of Duty piece, which means you could swap out those attachments. Very clever. That, I did not think about doing that, cutting a piece of the backpack, and then that's a really good idea. I might have to try that. We've got another stripe around the back here. See, like this. There's actually some mold detail for that stripe. That's the kind of thing that I usually do, is just paint what's already there. Because it's just hard to get nice straight lines like this one without any guidelines. And then the lower legs are only partially painted, the knee pads and then the toes, which looks honestly really good. These guys look fantastic side by side. Our next Spartan is kind of the same color as the blue Warlord. Kind of has the same vibes going on. And this guy, once again, has some extra stuff attached to the helmet. That is the Noble 6 helmet, but he has the extra attachments. He has the default shoulder pad on this side, and then, is that breacher on this side? Some more shells on his forearm, some strapped across the front. That looks very nice. And then there's, is that the breacher collar, like armor? That's really cool. I like that a lot. We have on the legs, so it's blue, and then we have like the paint on the toe, and then the classic like Reach, what are those little warning whatever's on the sides of the boots. But then the edges are silver, and I think that looks really nice. Looks like a hard point or something on this leg. Looks super cool. More detailing on the back. And then a stripe around this side of the leg. Again, like I was saying, painting stripes like that straight is so hard without any sort of guidelines. I wonder if he did masking or something. Yeah, I like this guy a lot. I think the color, again, is fantastic. And he is a perfect companion piece to this guy right here. And then our last Spartan is a really interesting mix of colors. He's kind of almost desert camo. He's like this gray green and then a pinkish brown, and it looks really nice. Like, that's not a combination of colors we could even get from Mega. Like some of these other colors, like the reds and some of the blues and the blacks, Mega might officially make a figure with that color scheme, but so far they have not made anything with this mix of colors, and it looks fantastic. Default shoulder pad again. I love that piece, by the way, and I know a lot of people say it's too large, but I think it looks really nice. Custom molded pouch on one leg. Looks nice. Got the symbol. Carter has that symbol on his shoulder armor. Some more stripes. Got the extra stuff on the helmet. Another stripe up there. It looks like there's a few red lights painted onto the DMR, which is cool. Some yellow lights on the chest plate, and then some white there. And then some more detailing around the back. We can see the stripe here. Some silver. And then the green kind of mixes with the brown. That's really nice. That's a really slick color combination. Like, this guy looks like he could go and hide in some desert brush and then just snipe people. That's cool. I would actually love to see Mega introduce colors like this into the official figures, because it just is really a solid mix. And as always, we need to do some comparisons. So I took the two blue guys, which I think those two are my favorite out of all of these, and we're going to do some comparisons. So here is G Customs Creations George. And let me get my little customs box. Mega Blix CQC. Gotta look through, find them. JKT Customs Air Assault, still one of my all-time favorite customs. And then I still do not have any Reach customs of my own, so we will once again drop in this fella right here. Dang. Oh wait, I forgot. I have another customizer I need to grab a figure from. I almost forgot. So let's space these guys out a little more. and ODST Animations, CQC. Look at that. That is work from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different customizers. Well, 5.5. I don't really count myself a full customizer at this point, but that's really, really cool. And I like the fact that almost all of them are Reach themed. I guess that's just how popular Reach is, but the fact that they're all Reach themed makes this whole setup right here flow so much better. But dang, that's... Every time I put customs together like this and see all of that talent just sitting in one spot, it's just, it blows me away every time. Well, there you have it. That is a whole handful of customs by Adan Castro, and I gotta say, he did a fantastic job. And I know I said this a couple times already, but that blue Warlord, perfection. Absolute perfection. Like I said, these guys do kind of suffer from the elbow rubbing, which it's just, like I said, a thing. If you choose not to paint the elbows, that can help because there's no paint to rub off. But it's just something that happens. Overall, too, the heads don't feel sticky. They're a little hard to move on the neck joint, but the paint doesn't feel sticky to the touch, and that's a huge plus because a lot of the times the paint stays tacky on those heads for some reason, I guess because they're just a softer plastic, and then that lets junk gather on the paint and it just ends up not being good. But none of these guys seem to suffer from that, and that is great. That is fantastic. I would point you to a page for Adan Castro, but as of right now, he is not doing any sort of commission work. If that changes in the future, though, I will definitely let everyone know. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I'll see you next time.